Let's tell you about one more big milestone. That is number 33. India's rail electrification has the rollout of it, in fact, has now hit the very crucial 97% mark. Now, why does this percentage mark become very important?
Okay. Running a country in which your rail locomotive still requires diesel. Okay. Electrification, crucially important to rail infrastructure in this country. We are now at 97%. That means we are nearing saturation, that every kilometer of rail track in this country will have an electric line, which means that the diesel locomotives will only be required for outages and emergencies, which means that our entire rail infrastructure, which transports the population of Australia every single day in this country, will be reliant on electricity, which means that if you can increase more and more of the electricity to be renewable, you're going to reach a stage very, very shortly where the amount of fuel being consumed by the railway infrastructure becomes near nil or net zero. Wow, what an achievement that will be.
Patrick Pine, let me quickly draw you in here on, of course, a two-pronged question for you. One, road connectivity improvement in Jammu and Kashmir, very, very crucial state where this was needed, of course, and also rail electrification rising to that significant percentage, along with introduction of these, super comfortable and super speedy Vande Bharat Express trains now, 136 of them.
Yeah, good evening to both Uday and Rishabh. See, first and foremost, in the larger context of economic growth, if India's economy had to, be in a position to absorb more investments, then it required a quantum leap in terms of infrastructure development. And to that extent, in the last 10 years, there has been an enormous amount of work that has been done by Prime Minister Modi in terms of taking the infrastructure growth, entire template to a completely different dimension altogether. In that respect, Project Gati Shakti has worked tremendously in terms of doing away with a lot of inter-departmental red tape and things that were hindering the process. The PMO played a critical part to work in terms of spearheading all of that. In terms of railway, there are two things I must say. Number one, connectivity plays a very critical role in terms of bridging the rural-urban divide. Number two, it plays an enormous amount of positive role in terms of reducing the dependence on cities. For example, somebody, staying in Meerut today can actually come to Delhi or go to Gurgaon and work and go back to Meerut because of the regional rapid transport system. That was not the scenario probably 10 years back. So that actually helps. If you look at India's development, even during the COVID time, when we emerged in the fifth largest economy of the world,